Bone grafting categories. So there are a number of ways to categorize bone grafts, and one of the more useful ways to do that is by looking at both the regulatory pathway by which they get to market, and as a result of that regulatory pathway, what data is available on these. Now, if you put these in terms of a pyramid, at the top of the pyramid is the most challenging regulatory pathway. So this is for the Class 3 devices, which are drug-device combinations. They require an IDE, investigational device exemption, and a PMA, pre-market approval. This requires a prospective randomized clinical trial with the FDA. The result of that is you have data from a prospective randomized clinical trial. The second category is the much biggest in terms of the number of products available. These are the products approved by 510K. To get a 510K in the United States currently requires an animal study. Depending on the indication you're interested in, it's either a drill defect in a rabbit or it's a posterolateral spinal fusion in a rabbit or another animal model. And typically that is the only data available on these products because it's very, very expensive for companies marketing these to go and do clinical studies to try to gather that sort of evidence. The next category of products are those that are HCTPs or human tissues. These are considered by the FDA to be minimally manipulated homologous tissues, and they don't require any pre-market review for safety and efficacy prior to approval. Rather, the manufacturers must follow published guidelines for how the tissues are procured, processed, and what documents need to be kept on them.